Okay, so I actually made a decision to update here on an official video for ticker symbol FNGR, as this is something that we've been following in the live trading sessions intraday, right? So let's go ahead and go over the potentials now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with an FNGR technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this happy Friday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so you're looking at ticker symbol FNGR here on the 12-hour chart, and you can see here that we've actually been covering it since down here. Okay, so we were able to see a zone of resistance here, and also I want to point out that we were riding this channel here for some time. We actually failed it, right? So there are several ways to tell where, or to kind of gain a price objective based on the breakdown of this formation, right? So you take a trend line from the top side of that channel all the way to the bottom side of the channel and apply it to where the first candle breakdown was, right? So right over here is where we got that breakdown, and the price that was being suggested here was around 123. Okay, so what I'm noticing here is that this could have been a liquidity trap specifically set by the bulls for the bears. Okay, so the bulls did not allow the price action to drop anywhere beneath the area of 129, knowing that we have a psychological target at 123 and a very specific 123 as well, considering all kinds of historical supports, right? So in the process of making an upside move here, we actually noticed that we started creating a very similar fractal here. So these are like ladders, right? Very similar to the ladder attacks that bears play on bulls, except the bulls playing it now on bears, right? So this is essentially what we noticed, right? So we're getting these iterations that climb up, right? So this is a very bullish setup. Okay, so since we had this, we were able to see and determine that we were going to continue to the upside, and not only continue to the upside, but also regain entry to our ascending channel. Okay, so this is, I'm not kidding. We were actually expecting a retracement back from this zone here to gain entry for a type of a day trade here, right within this area here. So I'm going to get rid of the ladders, right? And you can see here that the price action went right to our zone, which is very near the 4.236, and we actually had a projected target already, and this target was set to the top side of our second wave right here, right at this candle here, and we also used the capitulation candle here as the resistance level. Okay, so that's how we were able to determine those targets. So we ended up getting that resistance from there. We came back into this area, consolidated. As soon as we got confirmation, we went ahead and said that this would be likely the zone to get long this asset before an upside continuation, of which definitely happened. Okay, so now it's been about 3 trades based on the moves that we've been talking about, right? So this move right here was a 37% gainer on the day, and the next move was actually to wait for the next consolidation and then gain entry once again from this zone here. So the entry that we were speaking of more precisely was actually here at about 277. Price action came down to 266, right? And now if this trade was actually taken by some of the people in the live sessions, then you are up 24%. So that is about 30, 40, 50. You're looking at about 60% total, up on about 2 or 3 days of trading. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Okay, you guys, so this is us just trading the ranges, right? Knowing the trend will absolutely help your positioning for your longs and short plays. Okay, so actually, just to be clear here, I am expecting a pullback coming in pretty soon. Okay, so I do still see an upside continuation. In fact, let's measure it, right? So from the current price action, there is a strong possibility that we can continue to the upside here for another 12% before we can actually realize and then come back to validate the new area of support, just like we did here. And just like we did here. Okay, so if this is going to happen, you guys, I do see that there is still heavy potential for this ticker, and that's that top side of the target. I'm just going to be a little more transparent. I'll give you a range for it, just so that you know what we're going to be looking at come Monday, right? So there is a resistance range from about 385, I'd say, to the top side of about 439. Okay, so I know 439 may actually be a little too frothy, so I'm gonna you know what, I'm gonna consider not the wick high. I'm going to consider the opening value of that red candle right over there, this one here. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at about 383 to about 424 resistance on the top side, right? So yeah, this would be very likely a zone to come back and then start testing this area here for potential support before a continuation to the upside. We'll go ahead and evaluate that as we move. But what I can see so far is that we have wave number 1, 2, and 3, and we're in the process of creating wave number 4. These waves can continue for about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 iterations even. Okay, so yeah, well, all we have to do is continue validating the trend, but as of now, we have an overextension here on the 12-hour time frame suggesting a potential downside. Okay, so let's validate that. 30-minute immediate short-term time frame already at oversold, suggesting a little bit of weakness here and increasing volatility, which would only pressure a little bit of a downside too. Mind you, we still have a little bit of, what the heck just changed there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, mind you that we still have a little bit of upside still to go here on the stochastic momentum 30-minute, which is giving some validity to the top side targets that we're looking at before a pullback, right? Let's go to the hourly time frame and see what we have. Hourly time frame still has that upside pivot, very nice. Bi-hourly time frame restarting the cycle here, which is why we can tell that we can continue to the upside to this zone right over here, right? 383 to 424 is the resistance that I'm looking at. If we surpass it, we surpass it, but that's the plan. Okay, so now 4-hour time frame, we definitely want to see critical volatility, and we want to see upside momentum. That would validate a new wave and new highs to come. Okay, so 4-hour time frame, let's see. Come on. And yeah, I hated that it actually did that. Let me just go ahead and make this a little larger here and kind of meet these around there, right? There we go. And we do. 4-hour time frame has that upside pivot, and also we're contracting in volatility. So this is already a play, all right? So this is looking very good, and this is the way we've been able to tell what we've been kind of doing, right? So, and now in respects to the hourly time frame, please notice here that we're also breaking outside or we're regaining the top side of the SMA 14 represented by that pink line, right? So, and now not only that is that we're approaching the gravitational zone of the bull strength percentile, right? So let me just kind of bring this down like this. This is the bull strength percentile. We're approaching that gravitational zone to where we could essentially face an upside, okay? But I do see some type of regression here, so we may actually see a resistance, and let's see what that could be. Yeah, if we're moving to the upside here, this very much could be indicative of the resistance range that we're speaking of, particularly this one here, between 383 and 424, right? So I definitely think that we can achieve that there. You know, we can even validate it with some geometrics here. Let's go ahead and take into account fib retracement, right? So let's see here. Okay, so you know what? I can actually bring this to the range low, right? There we go. Okay, yeah, so we're looking at this target here. We said about 384, right? So notice here the 3.618 located at 372, very much in line with that. And the top side here of about 423, of course, we would be breaking outside of the 4.618. But in order to get some tighter suggestions here, we can take a larger range into consideration, particularly this area here to this zone down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that instead, as that will likely extend all the way to the top. Right, so yeah, just like that. That's what we want to see. There we go. Getting the tighter targets now. Right, 383. We have the 2.618 at 380. Currently, we're closing right upside of the 1.618. Naturally, we're making that a support, right? And right up here, we're looking at 423. Guess what? 423 or 424. Right? Look at 423. We are geometrically in line. So I'm still bullish this asset. I do still believe that we have some upside to go, and that resistance level here, you guys, it may go all the way to 450 or 467, but our job here is not to predict anything. Our job here is to literally just play what the charts are saying, okay, and manage our risk as we go. That's it. We're not looking for the moonshots. We're not looking for the squeezes. We're looking for the consistent gains and the discipline. Okay, you guys, this is what we do here. This is how the ARCa Bulls model is. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and have a good weekend. Please remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, you guys, I wish you well, a very great weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. Adios.